Pisces Oracle. Excuse me. Allergies. Spring is in the air, and if you're seeing more pollen than usual, it's because poison ivy is spreading spores across Gotham. It's gotten bad enough that Swamp Thing is stepping in.
Hello heroes and villains, welcome to Multiverse. So as you can see, the spring seasonal is back, so let's get this party started. And we seem to have a little gift waiting for us. Let's go find out what that is. So if we go to open granted item menu, so it would seem we'll get the B antenna accessories. So let us claim that. And basically the reason why I'm getting the accessory is that I already have the style as a headpiece, but now they've added the style as an accessory. So if you already have the B antenna headpiece, they will give you the B antenna accessory as well. So let us claim it, and let us consume it. So why did they give us the B antenna as an accessory? Well, let's find out. So sadly, if I use the B antenna head style, I cannot have a headpiece with it as well. So they are giving us the option to be able to get the B antenna as an accessory, so that we can use it with headpieces also. There's a few characters like Bumblebee, the DC version of Bumblebee, that could use a face mask and the antennas. So that's one of the reasons I can see why they're giving us the B antenna as an accessory. So if you go to the map menu, to the warp menu, you can go directly to the spring seasonal. So let's do that right now. So as you can see, take us right to our friend Swamp Thing. Obviously, there's the hero side over here, and over there, there's the evil villain side. And the villain side, they have the misgiving tree. On the hero side, what do we have? We have the giving tree. So let's take a quick look at the vendor first, and then we'll take a look at the missions. So obviously you have all the base items and the styles from the previous years, but you can also scroll year by year. So basically these are all the items for 2022. So these are the new styles or the new base items we are getting this year. As you can see, I already have 30 seed pods that I was saving from last year. So this year here we have some sort of flower aura. Maybe I should remove the cape. So here we have the flower aura. It's pretty subtle at first, but you can see a whole bunch of flower petals appearing. The swamp light aura. The chromatic butterfly aura. Ah, them butterflies are so cute. And the fly's aura. Sadly, we can barely see the aura here. Oh well. And they've added a whole bunch of head style. Like here we have the wolf ears. Apparently it's something that was highly requested. So we had the cat ears, the rabbit ears. And you have the wolf ears as a head style or as an accessory. Again, same with as with the antenna. You can either get it the head style or the accessory, depending if you want to be able to use a head style with it or not. It's something they're starting to do more and more with certain items. And of course, there's the various base items. So there's a large pond. We won't really get a good look. The mushroom chair. Mushroom table. I won't even try to say that one. Hippocampus. There we go. The old oak trunk. We already have a whole bunch of trees we can get for our lair, and it would seem that this year we'll get at least a few more. The thin oak trunk. Here we have the withered oak trunk. Withered oak trunk. Sometimes I'm wondering if the devs are doing this on purpose to make it challenging for me to say them names. The wall-mounted oak branch. So as you can see, some of those items will go on the walls. There's like some branches you can get from some trees you can get from the floor, some branches for the walls, and some branches for the ceiling. And usually it is sort of indicated. And once I manage to get those base items, I'll probably make a video about it. And probably the same for the styles for that matter. So obviously these are the items for this year, but you still have access to the items from the previous year. You just have to scroll through year by year. So here we have the springtime 2021, 2020, and so on. And it goes all the way back to 2014, 2011 with some of the first styles and base items we had from way back when. Maps has posted the official announcement on the forums. So if you guys want to take a look at the official announcement, I'll put a link to that announcement in the description down below. So you'll be able to take a look, but basically you can see the new feats that are attached to the new spring seasonal. Sadly for Switch are gonna have to wait a couple of weeks before they can get the spring seasonal. I suspect that it may have to do with Nintendo. Maybe Nintendo has to approve whatever update gets added to their system. Oh well, but you can see also a few pictures showing you some of the items from the spring seasonal. But I'll make videos about those items when I manage to get them. And for the end date, I thought we could get an end date looking at the current and upcoming events and content. Sadly, we don't have an end date just yet. All we have is to be determined again. So we know that the spring seasonal starts today, but we don't know how long it's going to last. It should last at the very least 2 weeks, so you should have at least 2 weeks to be able to play the spring seasonal. But we do not know just yet. Is it going to be 2 weeks, 3 weeks, maybe 1 month? As soon as I know more, I'll let you guys know about it. So you can see the price for the new auras. So sadly, most of them will cost you 50 seed pods to purchase. For the ears, it's going to be 25 seed pods for each set of ears. And again, it's going to be 25 seed pods for either the headpiece or 25 seed pods for the accessory. Obviously, you can purchase both, but it's going to cost you 50 seed pods total for both set of ears. And of course, all the various base items are 10 seed pods. So this pretty much covers the spring seasonal vendor, but there's also our friend Dr. Fate that has a few items that we could get for our characters. So let's take a look at Dr. Fate.
Lords of Order, grant us your favor.
So you can see there's the Enhanced Firefly Aura and the Monarch Butterfly Aura. Let's give it a try. Also, a question that all of you guys often have is, does it give a feat? Let's find out. Nah, no feat. No feat for that one either. So let's start with the Enhanced Firefly Aura. It takes a few seconds for the aura to manifest itself, but here you can see what it kind of looks like. It's a bit of a subtle aura. And from a distance, you don't... Oh, actually when you move, it does leave a slight trail behind you, it would seem. And let us try the Monarch Butterfly Aura. So here you can see some butterfly starting to appear. And as you move, you leave some of them behind. So they don't really follow you. They follow you up to a point. When you do move around, you spread those little butterflies around. That's a neat bit with them new auras. So this year there's a few things for the spring seasonal. If you go to the on duty menu, you can see there's a spring seasonal tab. So right now it seems to only have the 4-player mission. Let's remedy that. There is a little mission here you have to pick up if you want to be able to gain access to the vault. So this is the springtime vault. Let us accept. And if we go back to the on duty menu, if you go back to spring seasonal, now you will see that we will get the 4-player mission Sewer Rendezvous and the springtime vault. We'll do those a bit later. And I guess one last thing we should take a look at is the marketplace. So you can see there's a tab saying limited time. If we can go there someday, there we go. So there's the Cherry Blossom Aura that you can purchase from here. There's the pollen aura. And you can also purchase 50 seed pods for 540 marketplace cash. That is if you are a subscriber. If you are not a subscriber, it will cost you 600 marketplace cash. So there you go, guys. So the spring seasonal is back. For those of you who were impatiently waiting for the spring seasonal, the time is now. Sadly, at this point in time, we do not know how long the spring seasonal will last. It will last at the very least 2 weeks, but I couldn't guarantee you that it will last longer than that.